Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. My name is Crystal and I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, ThreadUp, and The RealReal. And all that means is that I sell people's junk on the internet and that's how I pay my bills. So today is another Mail Out Monday video. If you are brand new and you don't know what those are, it's just a series that I do every Monday. And I give you 5 to 10 items that have sold on the various platforms throughout the week. And the reason that I do this is so that you can kind of see what things are selling for me. And that way when you're out in the thrift store, you can kind of have like a mental list going. And if you see something that sold for a good profit from me, then it might trigger something in your brain to maybe look that up and see if the comps are still the same and stuff like that. Now comps obviously do change depending on like how long ago you watched a video or whatever, but this is really just like kind of to help out while you're in the thrift store. And this is how I learned most of my brands, and between this and like thrift hauls. And so if you're brand new, I hope that that's helpful. And if you are like a seasoned reseller, maybe you might learn something. I do try to pick out like random stuff that like maybe not everybody's talking about, if I have any. I mean, we have to go with what's selling. So, but anyway, that's kind of the like purpose of these videos. So if you're liking these videos at any time, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in content like that, learning how to resell, thrift hauls, Mail Out Monday videos, I've got a ton of videos coming out this week. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and make sure that little bell notification is on so that you get updated every time that I upload a video. And with all that said, we're gonna get into what sold. So like if you watched last week's video, you saw that I was really hoping to have 10 for you guys this week, and I do. So they're a little bit mixed up. It's gonna be on 4 platforms: eBay, Mercari, ThreadUp, and Poshmark. Oh my gosh, I like blanked on what Poshmark was. Okay, so we're gonna start with eBay and I'm just gonna go right through. I'm gonna keep it on the same platform. First thing that sold, you saw this in thrift haul this week. I was like so intrigued by it. It was that UGG gray cape, and it was actually called the Mary Beth. So I did find a comp and obviously a stock photo that I'm going to put up somewhere over here. And it sold very quickly for $40. So that was within a week. Super excited about that. When I picked it up, I knew it was something interesting because it looks exactly like some of the boots that UGG puts out. And although I can't sell the boots for that much money, the sweater sold really quickly. So if you see UGG sweaters, give them a chance. Okay, next thing, I picked this because in almost every thrift haul, I'm talking about swimsuits that I've picked up, and it is the end of October. By the time you're seeing this, it's the beginning of November. But the week that we're talking about is the last week of October for sales. And I sold this Miracle Suit tankini bathing suit top for $28 in the last week of October. So I always pick them up when they're at the bins, and I always pick up Miracle Suit. It always sells for me every time that I've picked it up. And it hasn't been a ton, but every time that I've picked it up, it's sold between $25 and $35 for me, and it doesn't matter what the season is. So end of October, we're still selling bathing suits, so that's why I'm picking them up. And I know some people will save their bathing suits and list them all in the spring. Maybe if I had an excess of inventory, I would do that, but since I'm working on exactly what I'm picking up that week, I don't have a backlog, unfortunately. I list what I get, and sometimes I get bathing suits and I list them, and sometimes they sell. So $28 on that. Okay, next, this is all still on eBay. Next thing was the lowest sale of the week, and this will sound familiar to you if you've watched any of my videos in the past. This is a Perry Ellis leather belt, and as you can see by the picture that I put up, the actual like cover photo was garbage. Like I didn't even pay attention. Dumb of me, but it was like blurred, so I don't even know how this sold at all. But it sold on an auction for $5. It was flawed, it was breaking. I picked up a bunch of belts the same day, and last week I talked about one as well that was broken. A lot of them were broken, so I put them all on auction because I didn't look through them well enough while I was at the bins, and so I was just really trying to recoup my money on that one because that was a mistake that I made about purchasing a flawed item. So anyway, it still sold for $5, which I'm actually not, that's not bad, because I maybe paid $1 for it. So I mean, it's obviously not a great profit, but I did get my money back, and now I can reinvest it into something that will sell for a better profit. So so that's a good one. Okay, this next one, if you watch my thrift haul last week, you'll know that I said if it sold, I would put it in here, and it did. It sold in 12 hours, and so now I can officially say this is a bolo, and bolo just means be on the lookout. If you ever see this brand, consider picking it up, depending on what the price point is that you're buying it for, obviously. But I got this at the bins. I just thought it was interesting. I looked it up, and I was getting like a little bit of comps, but not like a ton. So I was like, well, it's at the bin, it's light, I'll give it a try. It's called SheFit, and when I looked it up on Google, it's a SheFit sports bra. It like zips in the front. Both straps are like Velcro. They can, so like lifts, and then the band strap is also Velcro. So it was like very, very customizable. And I guess that's kind of like their claim to fame. So when I was looking it up on Google, now I'm getting all the ads on Instagram and Facebook and everything. Like I'm constantly seeing videos of this bra now. But it sold in 12 hours for full asking price of $40.99. That's crazy. So that was also the highest sale of the week by 99 cents, obviously, because that cape also sold for $40. But so yeah, bolo for sure. I've not seen anything like that in my 3 years of thrifting, so I don't know how like often they're getting donated, but if you happen to find one, I would definitely say consider picking it up. Okay, that is all that I've got for eBay. Now we're moving on to Poshmark. So, okay, quick story time. I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown on how I run my like end of the month sales. I run a sale every end of the month, and it's not like a sale per se. I send out 30% offers with discounted shipping on every single item in my closet on the last Thursday of the month. And I do that because people get paid on Thursday or Friday usually, and I do my books monthly, so that's like my final push to get any sales all wrapped up for the end of the month. So I did that again this month. I actually made 7 sales from it, which is really good, because Poshmark was kind of dry before that. So a lot of these, actually everything that I'm going to talk about from Poshmark is from that sale. So do remember that Poshmark takes 20% fee, and also I sent out a shipping discount, so it will be an additional $2.12 that came out of my profits for these. So just so you have all the information. Okay, first one was this pair of Toms, and again, you've seen this in a thrift haul. I was okay with keeping these. They were flawed. They had like a stain on one of the toes, and I think you can see it in the picture that I'm going to put up. And if not, if you're really curious, you can go back and watch that thrift haul video. But they were my size. I really liked them. I did try to get the stain out, and it did not come out. So I didn't know if they were going to sell or not, and they did. They sold for $17 plus a shipping discount. The next thing that sold was this pair of Lululemon reversible black and purple Wonder Under capris, and those sold for $35 with a shipping discount as well. I actually sold 2 Lululemon pieces this week, and now I only have 1 left. So Lululemon always sells pretty good for me. It just depends on what you're pricing it at. So a lot of times I will price it higher than what I think I'm gonna get for it, and it just sits around. Like I need to price it lower and like just really lower my expectations on it, so it always sells quickly if it's priced properly. So just do your research on pricing. And then the next thing was actually from a B&G trading box. It was an Endless Rose romper, and it was sheer on the top, which was so strange to me. Like I don't know, I'm not really fashionable, so I don't understand what you would do with a sheer top romper. The bottom was lined, so there's that. So it was long sleeves with shorts and like a high neck, and that actually I had it listed. I'd pulled it, sent it to ThredUp. They didn't accept it. They sent it back, and I relisted it, and then it sold this time. So, and I think it's only been relisted for like 2 weeks, and it sold for $19, so that's pretty good. And then that's all on Poshmark. And then we're going to move over to Mercari. I only had 2 on Mercari this week. So usually when I do 10 items, I try to do 3 from each platform. I only had 2 on Mercari, so I ended up pulling an extra one from eBay. That's why there was 4 from eBay, 3 from Poshmark, and now we've got the 2 from the Mercari. So one was this Guinness print necktie. I actually picked this up with my dad in mind. My dad doesn't wear neckties, but he loves Guinness. So I don't know what I thought I was going to do with it. Like, if I had given him that necktie, he would have been like, thanks. He would prefer an actual Guinness. But anyway, that tie sold for $8 on Mercari. And then the next thing was this Lucky Brand green top. It was plus size. That makes a difference in my opinion when I'm picking up Lucky Brand. And again, I picked this up at the bins. I would never pick up Lucky Brand at the regular thrift store for like $4 or $5. I don't think it's worth it. Now, depending on what your business model is, you might think that that's still worth it. So, really just try things out and see what works for you. But for the profit margin that I'm trying to make, I would not pay up or even like regular thrift store prices for Lucky Brand. But anyway, this was a plus size and it was at the bin, so I picked it up. It was green. It sold for $20 on Mercari. I'm happy with that. And then the last sale that I'm going to talk about is actually a sale from ThredUp. It's the only sale that I had this week that cleared. So last week I talked about how I'm only going to talk about my ThredUp sales after they clear and the money is actually in the account. So this is the only one this week that is cleared. And this sold a while ago. So I think they have 30 days after it's delivered to return it. And then if they don't, then your money is released. So this was another Lucky Brand. It was elephant print top, and it sold for $47.99 on ThredUp. And after like ThredUp's fee, which is a lot, I made $11.14, which I'm still happy with because I had that listed for a while and I couldn't sell it. So, and again, I probably got it at the bins because again, I don't pay anything for Lucky Brand ever. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's the sales for this week, and that concludes October. So that's like my first full month of reselling full time. And I mean, I did go full time in September, but it was like halfway through September. So really, like, not that, I don't even know if you care about this, but it's how my brain works. I'm like very like money oriented. Like my brain's all about the budget and everything like that. So this will be the first full month, like November 1st, which is the day that you're seeing this is November 2nd. So that will be like the first cycle of bills that I'll have to pay solely on reselling income. And so that's like a little bit scary, but overall we did pretty good this month. So I think having a buffer of those 2 extra weeks in September to really get like things rolling, I think really helped out because the algorithms were already kind of used to me listing consistently, so the sales were rolling in. And I'm gonna do probably Friday, you'll see it on Friday I think, a video that's kind of recapping my October sales and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna share like the profits with you, but I will share my highest sale of the month, my lowest sale of the month, if I had any $0 days, any like trends that I noticed. So I still don't really know what that's gonna look like because I haven't finished my books yet. I'm hoping to finish them today for October, and then I'm gonna pull out some stats that I think are interesting, and I will put that up on Friday. So if you're interested in that, make sure your bell notification is on so that you know when I upload that video. And then tomorrow you're gonna see that Thrift With Me video that me and my friend Kimberly went thrifting. Just a little preface, I didn't think it was that great, but I did have a lot of fun doing like some small town thrifting, and there's some funny clips in there, so that'll be tomorrow. And then there will be a video on Wednesday. I just don't know what it is yet. Thrift haul will be on Thursday. My October sales will be on Friday. So there should be a video every day this week, Monday through Friday. And that's not going to be something that I do regularly, but I had a bunch of video ideas in my head and I figured why not do like 1 week of a push? So that's kind of going to happen this week. So if you're interested in any of that, stay tuned. And that's going to be it for today. So I'm going to get to shipping out all of the weekend sales and get to work. So I hope you guys had a great October. I hope you enjoyed Halloween, however you did celebrate it. We obviously didn't go out, but I did dress my dogs up in a skunk costume, which one of them was a fan of and one of them wasn't. But yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys had a great October. I hope you have some really audacious goals for November. I know I do. And we're going to check in with each other and we're going to reach them. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.